Right, here we are again. Yeah, let's just go. Let's see if we can do some tombstones. What should I actually do? Let's focus on the main quest, obviously. To win. My goodness, this game is so laggy with so many people around. Right. I'm actually walking there. I could just, support it. Whatever. I really can't do. Bam. I think this person is new. Well, new. They have the full set. Pentamelded. Just like me, almost. Let's remember about this disgrace, okay?
The Archfiend of Fire has no equal.
What I don't like about this boss is how big the hitbox is. It's almost, I don't know, like an insult.
Flames to lick
Easy.
flames to lick at your heels.
Alright.
All will burn. Allow me to show you real flame. You've strength worthy of the trial. But will it be enough? I am one with the flame.
Alright.
You are the first to hold this form.
Okay.
Rise higher.
Yeah.
On my essence made pure. Destruction incarnate. To ashes with you.
You die, Chris.
I shall tear you asunder.
Alright. Yay. Yay. Okay, let's leave. Next would be, I don't know, normal rates. Oh. Ba-da-ba-bam-ba-bam. Ba-da-ba-bam-ba-bam-bam-bam. Yeah. There they are, all of them. Okay, now it's Garuda. Okej, Håkan som already die. Rapper. Come on, man. I literally forgot about that part. Ah, but it was just for the feathers. Alright. Oh, what are you doing, you little piece of crap? So far it's very easy. I mean, it's 5. It's easy. Gonna lie. Wow. Farm, I guess. Cool. Fine. All right, we did the dailies. I'm not doing main scenario honestly. Let's just go all fin up. It wins. Alfinad has something he wishes to tell you. Yeah. It's fair. It's so cold here.
Every
Yes.
day, more and more people regain their memories of their lost loved ones. No longer will beings like Calix be able to manipulate their fear and ignorance as he once did. That being the case, Alize and I have come to a decision.
We will depart Tural in the coming days. Other nations must be informed about Alexandria, a necessary step to ensure lasting peace.
Okay.
Then, we shall return to Garlemald. Our experiences here should serve us well in the ongoing restoration efforts.
However, one pressing matter remains. Calix's summoning ritual was tied to a concept of his own creation. Ascian involvement is assured, but we have yet to ascertain the extent of their influence on the Ninth.
I have done what I can to treat the enthralled and those still afflicted with Levin sickness. I may now devote my undivided attention to an investigation.
Then we shall leave this one in your capable hands. Do let us know if you turn anything up.
It's Erenville. My time in Tural is at an end, and so I'm headed to the harbor now. We'll meet again, of that I'm certain. Until then, I wish you safe travels. Words of caution from you, of all people. Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Sorry to interrupt, but I thought you'd like to know. I've detained the fugitive. He promises to tell us before he sets sail, only to try and sneak aboard his boat with nary a hug goodbye. Cold bastard. But there's still time before they weigh anchor.
That boy! We should make for the harbor ere he wriggles free of Lamachi's grasp.
If we're heading the same way, we might join him on the ship. Good company is always welcome on a long voyage, is it not?
What? Now? I haven't finished packing.
Knowing you, the essentials are already accounted for.
Oh. Fine, if we must. But you're helping pack the rest. And I hope you've decided on a souvenir for Eunice.
I have several ideas as it happens.
Ever aligned in purpose, if not execution.
Lest you wonder, Kryl and I intend to remain here with Y'shtola.
To continue our study of the key, naturally. By all accounts, Preservation's facility promises to yield some answers.
Shale has been conducting a more thorough examination. She may have insights to share.
Then why not invite her along to see everyone off? Surely she'd want to be there too.
Alright. Can't tell where this is going, but... Head into the back room? Yeah. Shale? Bad news, Tony. And imagine you brought an entourage along this to simply say hello. At the year to be underway, are they? I'll join you. I owe them thanks on behalf of Oblivion, after all. I thought you would protest against being parted from your work. I'm curious to see what emerges once every piece of the puzzle is in place. The majority of the files we have unearthed are encrypted. There's little else I can do until the computer's finished with them. Besides, unlike our friends, Containment Complex 1029 isn't going anywhere. In other words, we won't be getting any answers tonight? But no, it's going to be a while yet. Then shall we depart for Tuleyol forthwith? Even Lamachi's strength has its limits. Without further delay then. Oh, literally to the Fenton village. Right away. I'm curious about art list. File, check. Lindworm. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to farm now this fight for the Lindworm car. Woohoo! I wish you all would not make such a fuss. I'm not fond of emotional partings. At least Alfina and Alice were considerate enough to inform me of their plans in advance by link pro. Some people we know would have burst out of a crate mid-voyage. In any event, I shall wait here until they finish their preparation.
There they are.
You look well. No lingering effects then?
Ah, I'm hale as ever. And busy with work.
I imagine there's no shortage of affairs to put in order. Are Kona and Galulja faring well?
Kona is off to survey our nation and its peoples. He wants to consult with local representatives and hear their thoughts on our policies. And Galulja's really taken to his training. I feel like he's been spending more time with the Landsguard than me lately.
Standing here, I cannot help but remember the day of our arrival in Tuliolo. The rite of succession feels so long ago.
Indeed, actually.
We knew not of what would happen between my father and Zorolja, nor of Alexandria and its queen. It was to aid a naive claimant that you came to Tural. But you've done so much more for me.
Deal
For
with
the
it.
entire nation of Tuliyollal. We owe you a greater debt than we can ever repay. But that doesn't mean we can't try. Whenever you need an ally, we'll stand with you.
Allow me to echo that sentiment. Not only were you kind to me when I awakened a stranger in my own land, you extended your grace to Alexandria again and again. And on behalf of myself and my people, thank you for curing the ailment that for centuries tormented us.
You're welcome.
I'll look forward to our next visit. I'm sure we'll have exciting stories to share with one another.
Yeah.
Ever since I introduced you to Uklamat, you've faced no end of hardships. Many of them her fault. Yet I feel no remorse, only gratitude. For without your aid, I would not have had the chance to say goodbye. Nor vowed to explore every corner of the world. To see what we haven't seen. Shall we?
Rest assured, upon arriving, we shall make it a priority to visit Tataru and assuage her myriad fears.
I expect the sight of you two will be a balm for her worry-laden heart.
Safe journey. And remember to enjoy it.
Give my regards to Oblivion. And thank you for all you did for my mother.
Come back soon!
Take care!
That was a proper send-off. Now, time to get back to it.
Duty ever calls for she who loves her realm.
Right? Though, if you need a break, you're always welcome to visit Tuliyollal. I'll give you the grand tour. I guess they're really over. Your adventures in Tural.
It's so yeah.
I'll remember our time together for the rest of my days.
Aha! Power resolve spotted!
The Lance Guard is looking for you. It's sparring time!
Oh, good thing you're here then. Can't miss that.
So let's go already!
Everyone's waiting to see the vow resolve in action!
Sorry, I have to go. Till next time.
Okay. There she went.
And thus do they take to the winds.
To follow their own paths and their hearts, as they should.
Into the mist. It is our turn to take the next step. The question is, in what direction? And that is a matter I should like to discuss with you. Carl has a proposal to make. If I may, I think it prudent to discuss our future plans elsewhere. We are liable to hinder the dock workers here if we linger. Perhaps the beach would be a more appropriate venue.
Tis truly a beautiful place to roll.
An endless ocean and ever-changing sky. First time I saw them, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was like I was walking among images from our oldest records. And beyond that horizon are more lands and more people. That one I still struggle to imagine.
We ourselves hail from beyond that horizon, in fact. Rather, most of us do. I merely thought I did.
Oh, that's right. I can only imagine how it must have felt to learn you're a native of our world.
The fact that I wasn't born in the land where I've spent most of my life has taken time to sink in. 'Twas not until I met my parents in living memory that the truth of my origin began to feel real.
Your experience is not unlike mine. When first I awoke, the realm everyone spoke of sounded nothing like my own. I had to walk its streets, live and breathe it, before I could accept and embrace my new reality.
And for me to embrace mine, I need to learn more about my people, the Milala. We should come upon more information in the course of studying the key. But as Shale's investigation of the containment complex is still ongoing, would you mind if we sought a different avenue of inquiry into the history of the Ninth?
I have no objection. Aught we learn will deepen our understanding of the broader picture.
Agreed. My curiosity extends well beyond our duty to assess Ascian influence.
If it is knowledge of the Ninth's past you seek, I have an idea where to begin.
Okay.
Alexandria was originally part of a landmass known as the Mist Continent. This continent had been left in ruins in the wake of the storm surge, with Alexandria the sole nation to survive the devastation.
The calamity of lightning that ravaged the world.
Aye. Per the sources we recovered from the Underkeep, Though the conflict between nations was destructive in its own right, it was Levin that dealt the final blow.
No place was spared its fury, and all was chaos in the castle town. We tried to evacuate the people in airships, Otis, the knights and I, but we couldn't save everyone. Those who survived gathered within the barrier, and we took in as many foreign refugees as we could. Yet, despite the dangerous environment, our system showed that there were some few souls who ventured outside the barrier.
Beyond? But we thought that was impossible.
Okay. How it is possible?
I was under the impression the star was scoured of life, that man could not survive outside the barrier.
Going by the records, the storm surge extended to every corner of the world. Nothing and nowhere was spared. If anyone did survive out there, it would have been an unimaginable trial.
And yet, those people must have been going somewhere. What if there was a refuge? A place that weathered the storm surge and rebuilt over the intervening 4 centuries?
Given Alexandria's displacement to the source, we had neither cause nor opportunity to survey the remainder of the continent.
Living memory remains physically in the 9th. If we seek a means of egress, other than the portal connecting it to Alexandria, perhaps it might lead us to the Mist Continent.
Living memory was not transported here despite being a top Everkeep. In which case, it may have been a physically independent space all along.
Meaning, another point of egress could well exist.
And if it does, someone has to be maintaining it. The mechanical soldiers, for instance.
Shall we have a chat with them and see what they know?
If it please your majesty. Will you accompany us? If we do land upon the Mist Continent, I would feel much more assured with you at our side.
Sure.
I thought as much. Into the great unknown we go, then.
Okay, now that's settled, it bets me off. I still need to check for decryption errors periodically, so I can only step away for so long. With that, I will have plenty to share the next time we meet. Until then, let the rest of us make ready for a potential foray amid at Leinot Nemo. Here. This clerk has made itself available to answer our questions. Clerk PX-93. If one wished to descend to the surface from here, how would they typically do so? The Endeavour is currently detached from our ship, and is operating independently while supported by its aerial suspension systems. Thus, both lift and Leinot base transit is currently unavailable. I apologize for the inconvenience. Despite its ability to remain aloft, perhaps the memory was never intended to function in this state indefinitely. If so, we are out of luck. Not necessarily. Lifts and lay notes were likely the preferred mode of transportation, but that does not preclude the existence of others. In the event of an emergency, how would we evacuate this facility? Consulting emergency systems. The Memory's airship remains prepared to deploy should evacuation be necessary. Would your majesty like to appropriate it? An airship? Yes, please, as soon as is possible. With your majesty's authorization, the vessel can be readied for launch without delay. Allow me a moment to execute the bypass protocols. Okay. Safety tests have been successfully completed, setting the Gate of Remembrance as initial destination. Vessel is en route. Yay! Is that my ship? It was purpose-built for living memory, however it was modeled after the vessel your majesty used during the Storm Surge era. A replica? Still, it does me good to see it. I will deploy the gangway for boarding. This way, please. In order to reach the surface, we must pass through the storm clouds. I advise you to brace for turbulence. Word Alice gave me is reacting. Though not to the extent of the 13th, the third imbalance here is severe indeed. It does serve to impress upon one the marvel of the barrier. Aligning heritage found its fame by comparison. A land where Levin reigns. Final Fantasy X. A sovereign sight, to say the least, but I shan't turn back now that we have gone this far. There are no structures, nor any other sign of survivors that I can see. I suspect the crater made this area unsuitable for habitation due to the increased risk of flooding. And we should look further afield. In which direction do you think we might find a settlement? If we are at the edge of Alexandrian territory now, the closest city would be Treno. Should it survive? As a city-state built on a harbor, it was a nexus of trade, and it remained neutral throughout the war. The Alexandrians always felt fortunate to have it in our neighborhood, so to speak. Not unlike our Rats at Hand. Ah yes, Alfinad has spoken of Rats at Hand before. It's near the South Sea Isles, the Milala homeland, correct? Funnily enough, it was also Treno where the Milala first found a home in our world. Truly? Yes, and though the Milala population as well grew, must continue to feel a strong connection to the city. I'd like to think that some remain there to this day. Cleric PX-93, is this ship capable of taking us to Treno? I shall run a flight simulation for the route to Treno. One moment. Simulation complete. There is near 100% probability that the ship would suffer catastrophic mechanical failure prior to arrival due to ambient lightning. My apologies. Oh well, thank you for checking. If we cannot fly, then we shall have to walk. Treno lies beyond the mountains, but there should be routes that spare us having to climb. That cave system, for instance, assuming it hasn't collapsed. Let's try there first. Okay, it's fine. Let's go. This tunnel appears intact. Though we have no way of knowing what it's like further in, mind you stay alert for beasts as well. Given the barren surrounds, they are surely ravenous. Oh, Messwake. Okay, just like that we unlocked the dungeon. Okay, cool. Nice, perfect. Let's go. Check. No, another party of NPCs. Other players. Less than 5 minutes. Ugh. Let's go. Oh. I like this. Hey. Okay. Oh, what is that? At the Replas? Ah. I mean, so far the danger is going smooth. Okay, what is this? A Pegasus? Enthusiast. Okay. The Club Concerto. Yeah. Hey. saiu. Okay. Like crashed. Look like I care? Are they gonna... Hold on, no. People certainly do weird things. Okay. Revival of the Storms. Thunder Gust Griffin. Thunder. Ugly. Ugh. Kick him, yeah. crap. Oh, come on, crap. I remember you from all the way back in... Maybe... Oh! Really? You remember me? Yeah, probably. I used to meme a lot. Not anymore though. Lay. Yeah, your name sounds familiar to me too. Thanks for Stormblood. My goodness. Hello guys. How are you? Best time on Twitch. Nah, I'm not. Okay. I'm fine, thanks. I'm fine. Just, you know, trying to clear the patch before the, you know, the savage drops. But I'm falling asleep, not gonna lie. Oh, I got a card, okay. What do I do with this? Synthesize it. Warranty, normal quality, item. What about you guys? How are you doing? There we go. Alright. I think this is over. Blush. Yeah, I'm blushing, yeah. Totally blushing. Fans in Selenia, it's no time, we play, we're in.
Good work, everyone.
Oh, we're Windsmith at the moment. That sounds familiar to me, that game. Even Final Fantasy. We are doing fine. I'm glad to hear that. What's this real without the game, by the way? Where the wind met. Really not. Not really good. Okay. Game. Okay. It's pay to skin only. You're pay to win. Nice. Always loving a game where, you know, you don't need to spend money to have a decent build or something. Where the... And... Let's see. No? What is this? Yeah. Ooh. Oh, the one there. Where? Okay, it's also on PS5. Oh, it's a free to play. Still try, sometimes need a break. Okay, I mean, I really have a lot of things to do whenever I get tired from Final Fantasy. I mean, I need to work, I'm studying a master thesis, my girlfriend, you know, so many things to follow up right now. Just today I had to do a lot of Christmas shopping, and I had to clean my aquarium. Sadly, I don't have much time for other video games rather than this. Want the gameplay, please? I have gameplay? Okay. Hey, thank you for the follow. Is this like Sekiro, right? Something like that. And is it online or single? It's like single player, right? Thank you for the follow as well. I mean, it feels good. Doesn't look bad. I give it a try if you know. Oh no, it's online. It has solo. Oh, a multiplayer. Ah. If you need info. Oh. Anyone that can. Okay, thank you. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's funny how the multiplayer concept will be at, but yeah. Doesn't sound half bad. Thanks for the suggestion, guys. Okay, let's keep with the text. Shall we? And the perimeter is clear. Good work, everyone. Exuberant boys. Who is this person? The moment the mystery is so long, they're gonna change it. Oh.
Whoever you are. Now, we have a tiny bit of clearing up ahead of us. You know what to do.
Okay. Who's this?
Our helpers. Were we being watched?
So the city endures, and it is in much better shape than expected.
It's actually a city, yeah?
Impressive, considering the destruction without. The people here must have gone to great lengths to maintain all of this.
Yeah.
Their barrier resembles that of Alexandria, though it is smaller in scale. And not quite as effective, if the breach we witnessed is any indication. I fear such incidents may be common here.
Sad.
Thunderous heavens! It's been years since we've had visitors.
Okay, why I don't like that voice? Oh, Lalafels. Goodness. Okay, lots of Lalafels. My face is like...
I am Miaili, the mayor of Treno.
Huh.
Allow me to welcome you to our city. And thank you for the assistance with our little monster problem just now.
Yeah, you're welcome. Melangel. Oh, wait. Hello, Ned. What's up?
Might I ask?
I'm not a Lalafell, yeah. What happened? Many things happened. For them all. Many potatoes. Time to eat Lalas. Feeling after work. But yeah, Nev, it's been ages. Hello there. But yeah, I'm not a Lalafell. I say I transformed from Lalafell to Mikote, like... let me see... like 1.5 years ago, I think. Yeah, something like that. When the Savage came out, the first tier of this expansion, that's when I changed. You know, after breaking up with Foruna and everything, and I just kept the Lalafell joke for her. I kept it going, but it felt tiring with the glamour and everything. Like, it felt too bland, you know. And I had like a free Fantasia, and I was like, dude, let's go back to my origins. My origins were always Mikote, even though you met me as a Lalafell. I've always been a Mikote. I went to my original appearance. That's it. Cats are superiors. Yeah, if they are. But I did lick something from the floor, I'm sure. No, I didn't lick anything from the floor. I think. I haven't played since the first year. Oh, you also left the game. My goodness. No. That's sad. I'm... honestly... Okay. Adulthood got you. Yeah. Same here. I'm having a very hard time following up with the game and the patches and literally everything. Like, this is the only game I'm playing nowadays, and I can barely play. I was just telling these guys earlier that I barely have time considering everything. Like, I'm studying. I'm also studying for my driving license. I'm working. I recently got into a relationship. Oh yeah, that's true, Neff. I gotta tell you, I do have a girlfriend, and don't worry, it's not from half the world, you know, like she's from my city. We met in a party, and yeah, we are basically almost living together. I'm sleeping with her almost every night. We're making normal life, you know. The thing is, she's not a nerd. She's just a normal human being, you know. Hope you get more time after New Year. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, as soon as I'm done with my studying, the rest of my time will be to spending in time with as a couple with my girlfriend and just myself, you know. So I mean, right now she's working, and that's why I'm playing. I'm on vacation right now. That's why I'm not at work, hence I can play sometime. I got out, unlocked Extreme, farmed Extreme, farm the weapon, and get the weekly captones before they run out. I think I'm 200 out of 450 or something. No, she doesn't play. My girlfriend doesn't play any kind of video games at all. She knows about some games because she has nerdy friends. She knows about Pokemon and all that. But she doesn't play any video games. She just works. Her hobbies are drinking beer, football, and enjoying life. You know, going, running, visiting the beaches, social life. You know, like partying, working, and yeah. Any time to lure her? No, she won't. She barely has time to spend it on herself and on her studies as well. She's also studying. 100% I would not be able to lure her into her. She is not a gamer. If she was a gamer, maybe. Trust me to this. Better things to stay this way. Just one nerd in a relationship, that's me. But yeah. I don't play anymore, but I got into cosplaying, which is even more nerdy, I guess. Okay, Neff, you gotta show me some cosplays right there. Like, I'm sure you're the kind of girl I know that you make a big effort into playing and crafting everything. I mean, I'm also into crafting, not cosplays, but I'm actually crafting, like, you know, models. This is supposed to be like a food truck. It's like a taco food truck, you know. I'm assembling it and building it from time to time whenever I have time. Recently today I got my new tools, you know. I gotta show you. I got my new model tools, you know, to craft. I don't know, it's soothing, you know. And here I got some models here. It's like a greenhouse, you know, a flower house, you know, and I just craft them from zero. It's very soothing. I have to polish, I have to paint, I have to cut, I have to assemble, I have to sew, you know. It's, yeah, so it relaxes me, you know. Whenever I come back from work, I'm like, I hate my life and I hate everyone. Except now I spend my evenings with a sewing machine. Yeah, see, I told you. You look like the kind of girl that you likes crafting your own stuff. So, yeah. Either way, let's keep with sorry. Might I ask your name is? Do I have an inkling? I know it already. Of course, she's a queen.
But of course, I am Sphene of Alexandria.
You knew that.
As I thought. It truly beggars belief. I once heard the strangest of reports from one of ours who went to Alexandria, you see.
Oh.
That despite the intervening years, the Queen had not aged a day.
Oh my god, we need to put this woman in context. It's gonna be a long day.
I'd swear you'd stepped out of an old oil portrait mere moments ago. You must forgive me if this takes some getting used to. It is an honor to meet you, Your Majesty. I look forward to hearing the tale from your own lips. I imagine it won't be an easy one to tell. But please.
Okay. What's with the face?
What happened to Alexandria?
I see. From your perspective, it must have looked as though we were wiped from the face of the star.
One day, we lost all contact with our people in Alexandria. Scouting party sent to investigate reported that not only the barrier, but Alexandria itself was gone. Nary a stone to mark where it has stood.
Okay.
What you must have gone through, not knowing what became of us. But know that Alexandria yet survives, albeit in a distant land. Her and her people. I can tell you the whole tale from beginning to end, but first, might I ask your permission to remain in Treno for a time?
Of course you can. You and your companions have already done us a great service, and are more than welcome to enjoy our hospitality. Now, how about we continue this at Town Hall? We needn't keep standing in the middle of the street.
I shall join them. Even with the precautions we've taken, it remains to be seen if Sven's condition will remain stable. I suspect, however, that the rest of you would rather be out and about. Consider this my blessing.
In light of our purpose here, a tour of the city is indeed in order.
I presume you have no objection? With your permission, then. But before we go, allow me to introduce myself as well. I am Cryo, and I hope to learn more of this city and its people.
She's probably from
Would
there.
it offend if we were to ask a few questions? Perhaps as we work alongside you, aiding you in whatever ways you may require.
You needn't fret. Treno folk are as friendly as they come. As for aid, if you're willing, you might speak with my grandson Lummel. That was his voice you heard earlier. You'll find him serving herbal remedies to the others.
Okay.
Thank you for your guidance. We shall seek him out first.
Okay. Unless Wolves, Treno. Just Treno Main Street. Either way. Let's do the expert. But for the sake of my tomes. Wow. The way I can come help with a new trial when you get there. I mean, sure. I love that we'll have any issues, but it will be fun to play together. Why not, yeah? Dark Knight, best class ever. I'm just playing Dark Knight because I need to farm for the achievement, you know, the title and everything. What is the web mage doing? Why is it not doing any damage? No, I'm not using any ACT. I can totally see that by the animations. Oh, come on now. Welcome to. Yeah, sure, guys. If you wanna come join me, why not? Do I need to progress a lot in the story to unlock the new trial, or is it almost there? Oh. Okay. Probably a first for me. on. Jesus Christ, why? Gosh. Yeah. Excuse me. How could they die from, I don't know. Whatever. All right. Keep going. What's with this healer doing cure too? My boy. Don't you know how to heal? This is depressing. Too optimistic, I think. Server. I'm on Lich. Light, if that that helps. Okay. Okay. I suspected I didn't get the card. Phoenix, okay. Oh, we're ready for you for renewals. Take your time with dailies. Okay. I don't know if I will have time to keep going, by the way. Let me tell you in the next minutes, okay? All right. Why, if it isn't our new friends? Thanks again for making sure we're welcome for foes. If you've gone to the trouble of seeking me out, I can only assume it's for good reason. You want to help me? Oh, but I will consider it. Before anything else, though. I must insist you drink our signature remedy, Sleepless Rhapsody. Everyone's a fan. You may find it the teensiest touch too sour for your tastes, but it will set you alright. Step it down your throat. It won't hurt. You have my word. Oh, and don't turn your back. Okay.
Well, what do you think? It's a traditional Malala recipe.
Christian.
That means it's working.
I'm put in mind of the gelatin I had at the studium. Nutritious, they assured me.
I can relate all too well. It's not unlike the syrup Lena used to make. Black as pitch and sour as sin. Though, there's no better cure for fatigue.
You know, Raha, going to bed at a reasonable hour would be the best cure. Oh, that's... I do feel shockingly refreshed.
Perhaps it stimulates the body's ability to process ether and hastens regenerative functions.
Indeed, it does. It also counteracts some of the effects of excess lightning, and helps to calm the nerves besides.
Which is why you serve it whenever there's a breach in the barrier.
Our Malala ancestors came from the lushest of lands, so they developed all sorts of natural remedies. We strive to carry on their traditions. And I'm sure you see why. Really hits the spot, doesn't it? Now, welcome to Treno.
Alright. Ah, I forgot to introduce myself, didn't I? Well, I'm Lemuel. That was me announcing our victory earlier, and since grandmother sent you to help with repairs, you will know I'm her grandson. I'm in charge of resolving any problems that people of Treno may have. My favorite kinds of work include taste testing menu items, carrying medium-sized objects, searching for lost possessions of immense value. Oh, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Okay, around the city, and around we go. Ah yes, repairs. Are you certain you want to be put to work? If you come all the way out to visit us, you must have had more important things in mind. You have already helped protect the city. Actually, our goal was to ascertain the present state of the Mist Continent. The whole continent? You come from across the sea? Not exactly. We have actually come from Alexandria. Alexandria? Are you quite sure? No, sorry, of course you're sure. It would be rude of me to doubt you. It's not every day that we get visitors, let alone from a nation that up and vanished. I know it must come as something of a shock, but this is our first time in Trena and we should like to get to know the city and its people. That is why we proposed lending a hand to those in need. I see. In that case, why don't you help distribute this remedy to the rest of our people? Ordinarily, everyone have already come for a cup, but the Pins made quite a mess this time. Might be a while before some can step away from their work. I fear, though, even if their hands are busy, they will be more than happy to spare a few words for fascinating folks from afar. We will appreciate that. Thank you, Lemon. You're the ones doing me a favor, honestly. Here, take this badge. And honestly, I should try to cap on the weekly comps because I don't know if I will be back by tomorrow. Tomorrow is a weekly reset, so yeah. I'll deliver some to Town Hall, so you can attend to areas you haven't seen yet. So, Lex and Vivienne, I will just farm the dungeons for the tombstones because I think I will have to leave soon, I think. You're welcome to join me if you want, but yeah, I will have to just put them in a farm. I'm like, I need to do 2 of them. And then something that gives me 15 points. If we split up, we can spend more time speaking with the locals while ensuring everyone receives the remedy promptly. Will you each take a portion? Of course. I too should be glad to dole out a few servants. Wonderful, let me divide this up. Tony, why don't you make rounds of the southern part of the city? Raha and I shall tend to the north. Right, let's go and acquire some insights. Pim. You must be one of those visitors Le Mole mentioned, or place to be visiting though. Oh, you came to deliver the remedy. Thank you kindly. I was hauling beast carcasses in for processing copped liters of discharged energy from my troubles. It brought on the living sickness something fierce. Still, we don't go hunting outside the barrier, so we don't want to waste any part of the creatures that find their way in. Hells are highly charged with lightning ether are the most valuable. Of course, hand them with the right stuff and you can turn them into protective clothing that keeps you from getting sapped. The beads you fell with will all be put to good use. Thanks again. Medieval reach, I guess. You're a mighty monster slayer, I saw earlier. It's an honor. And you brought Sleepless Rhapsody. Bless you, I'm dead on my feet after that battle. We don't usually have that many beasts breaking through at once. Practice keeps one's skills sharp, though. In a way, I'm glad for it, and I learned a thing or two from watching you. Oh, I can hardly wait to get to work on my grimoire. I have a number of ideas for improved geometries. The thoughtful application of new learning is what keeps Ancestor's magic alive and flourishing. There's a fresh face if I ever saw one, and what's that in your hand? Oh, don't mind if I do. Safety inspections take priority, but the battle doesn't feel over until I've had a cup of Sleepless Rhapsody. But to say that I have some small part in preparing it too. The herbs come from my very own growery. One of the greatest discoveries of our time is that seeds carried by invading creatures can be cultivated into a remarkable plant. Plants with the potential to mitigate the lightning effect. And with the many heights as we have this time, not to mention stomachs. It's entirely possible we'll find new varieties of herbs among our harvest. That's funny. In 3 minutes and nothing far. In the three of us, we ought to have covered every area aside from Lumul's. One of the people I spoke with asked me to pass something along to him. He hasn't returned yet. Meantime, shall we discuss what we have learned? Please don't pop now. Sure.
Fascinating.
Oh my god, I knew
I
it.
appreciate your thoroughness in recounting the details. I too learned much, as I helped.
Yeah. Well, at least I don't lose the cutscene though. Hi, party.
Ah, you've come. I'll begin by wearing you down.
I also need a card from here.
I've created new Endless for you. Not all are warriors, but they will follow orders. Kill and survive and so forth. Here, I shall prepare the stage for battle.
Okay.
The memories of a physician. One who saves lives should be reluctant to die. So, you've overburdened the system. No matter, it served its purpose.
Oh, what did you do? You pull your tongue out. Get in.
Next, we visit a prison of sinister repute. I need not compel them to fight. These are loyal executioners. They shall deal appropriately with criminals. Your sentence is death. How long can you defy it? Criminals may run, but they cannot escape.
So far easy. Oh, you go then 12 on daily. I mean, why is that unlucky? You have a chance to get the card. I mean, I have to farm that, you know. Proper. I went on a rampage.
Beginning to tire? Good. I bid you continue on.
Ah.
Memories from an age rife with death. The desperation will serve well. The enemy is at the gate. To arms, good soldiers, protect your kingdom. An amalgam of memories. Let us see how it fares. It is the midst of the storm surge. Countless lives are lost in the senseless conflict. The war swells in scope and intensity. Bombs rain down without pause or mercy. The spark of life is dimmed with every blinding flash. Death is everywhere, pillaging the promise of the future.
Elevation. Are you trolling? Every would be nice, you know. Oh, thank you. It's like they hurt me. Of course, no cart, because why would I want a cart, right? Yeah, why would I do this dungeon like 10 times, 8 times? What for, you know, like... Okay, I need another run. So I can finally cap. Add on 15 next. Between the three of us, we ought to have covered every area. So blah, 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 blah. Okay. So this already.
Fascinating. I appreciate your thoroughness in recounting the details. I too learned much, as I helped to treat the injured's wounds. The Malala's curative magics appear identical to Sphne's. This means that either her tutor was a Malala as well, or that the art had spread all throughout the Ninth.
Jesus Christ!
Then there are the
Impossible.
symbols and
Possible, it's impossible. Mr. Pikachu, okay. And they're geared, my favorite. Woohoo! And they're geared and not even melded. Amazing! We will make such a perfect speedrun for this. Yeah, they're dying super slow. What was the red mage doing? Again. Oh crap. Amazing. I greet it. I mean, yeah, I agree. I'm culprit. But you know, like everything in life, if you don't test your limits, you will never know where they are, you know? And that's what I did there. You know, that the boss is not fun to push, you know? Plus, we were slow either way. We're like 5 minutes-ish. I mean, not 5. Actually, 3-4 minutes behind, yeah. For an usual run. And even slower now that we got a red mage with 2 weaknesses. And me. Where you guys going? What a crappy run, my goodness. Why would you give me Tetra? I was fooled. Okay, ugly horse, here we go. Oh. You know, again? No, after this run I will probably just do I will say a quick normal raid, you know. That's what I will probably do, something that gives me like 15 points, you know. Yeah, sorry I couldn't unlock the Doom Train faster, but my girlfriend is ending her shift right now, literally in 2 minutes, and I want to meet her after work. We'll have dinner together at her place, and you know, at her place I don't have anything to play this game. No PC, no PS5. She has a PS4. But she only plays Call of Duty and you know, like FIFA, well, you know. Come on now. I was out. We go a bit slower, please. LV2, please, LV2. LV2, amazing. Okay. And of course, no card, because why would I want a card, right? Okay. Okay, so let's see. They only give 10. Wait. Oh yeah, but that was Savage. Touch gives 15. Ah, man. Level Cup. Heavy leveling. What's faster? Level Cup. If I get the real reward. Sinori. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, okay, my friend. What the hell? Man! What's with this sage? Okay, everyone died. Well, apparently my girlfriend decided to grab some drinks with friends, so I can stay a bit longer here. The wrong button. Oh crap, I passed the exit. Almost 10 minutes on the first boss. Nice. That's what I call a speed run. I wanna go make some food soon. Take care. If I don't see you before, pass a good Christmas and New Year. We stay in touch. Okay, thank you. You too. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember the boss from this area. Really painful. Why is it dying so slow? Fast. I didn't see that one. Can we please end this? Jesus Christ. Okay, what can I throw away from here? I don't know. Okay, let's get Psinari. It's over. Okay. Please tell me, yeah. I'm gonna take a break now, so everyone thank you for watching and see you guys soon.